Those are 8 mag stack chest rigs in multicam. There are some available. If you order one tonight, I can ship it to you tomorrow. There's more there, more here. Here's some in Woodland. Same thing, 8 mag. It's a big rig. You can put real med pouches on the side. You got 4 columns of pals on the side there. These are thermocell pouches. These will hold thermocells. Compact tear-off med pouches in Woodland. Roll up wrench rolls. Those will hold 22 wrenches, big ones, or small, 2 per slot, so you can put your standard metric in the same slots. Bifold dual tool totes, M1 Grand pull-out trays, Rallymans. Those are with pistols and Highlander. Apparently, we've done a gold EDC tray, red and white, white black, red black, gold black, maybe yellow, but I think it's metallic gold. Look here, more 8 mag stacked chest rigs. What do we got over here? I sewed most of the last part of the day. I was on a sewing machine, so I don't even know what's going on out here. Looks like H harnesses, lots and lots of H harnesses. The Rallyman down there, very lonely Rallyman pouch. Harry Potter. Yep, Hogwarts. 8 mag stack chest rig. Zippered knife portfolio. Somebody ordered one of these in Coyote. I don't think we've ever made one in Coyote, so these are probably the first, but there they are. I saw Cody bring a bunch of stuff out. I got black vehicle med bags about to run, NSW admins, multicam hydro carriers, multicam gym bags, multicam kit bags. These are more Star Wars bags. Zippered knife pouches. Looks like we're running large tool bag. Oh yeah, multicam black large tool bags. I was told, somebody asked about a multicam butt pack, and Cody said those are cut. I don't know where those are at, but I saw them earlier. He had a big, huge batch of them. What's up? How are we? What's going on? Ditch Dr. Bob. I know your name's not Bob. I don't know, maybe it is Bob. Now it is. You should change your name to Ditch Dr. Bob. Did you sew anything today? Did you make anything? What's up? Who's here? Let's see. Kiri, first in the house. What's up? Seaside. There's always a little Kiri here, though. Seaside Short, James Young, Ditch Doc, Webdad, Brandon McGuire. Even when Kiri's not here, Kiri's here. Kenneth Stacy. What's up? Ditch Doc, watching the admin pouch, right? Oh, that's these things here. What's up? Apparently there's a lot of ice at Dulles Airport. It's about an hour from DC. Wondering if it's more of a terrorism thing or an immigration. Maybe both. Rumor is that we're going to use all the illegals for draft. Apparently 82nd Airborne is in motion, like about to be in play or headed that way. More Marines in motion apparently as well. Hamster, what's up? Nope, but it sounds good. Sully Actual, what's up? Working in the garden and pulled a 4-foot black snake. Do you know what kind it was? Do you know what it was? Jason, what's up? Bad Karma, what's going on? Neil, how are we? EP, what's up? There's Bob's, what's up? 8353. Rat snake, right on. Those eat lots of mice. Kiri needs transporter technology to become a thing. Or you could just move out of the fucking Arctic. What rigs are on the thumbnail? Those are 8 mag stacked chest rigs. Josh, you want one? Right there, 8 mag stacks. Those over there are also 8 mag stacks. these over here. I know you're not gonna. I bet you can't guess what's about to show here. 8 mag stacks, 8 mag stacks, 8 mag stacks, more. Subarctic. Is that the deal? If the summers are under 4 weeks long, they're Arctic. Is that probably really is the deal, huh? Charles, what's up? What's going on? Kayak. Do you kayak? I'll bet you kayak. I'll bet you don't. I'll bet you got some weird shit. I'll bet you like stand up and have a fucking pontoon thing and you paddle like you stand up paddleboard or some weird shit. Saw the new med bag. Cool video. You builds are awesome. Thanks, dude. There's 2 of those. I don't know if the second part of that's a 4.5 hour video. I don't know if the second part went live. I also don't know if that's 4.5 hours of just me bullshitting or if it's really 4.5 hours of sewing. Jess Ramsey, thanks big time for Tiger Orange Cali bag. Are you the dude that's messaging me on Instagram? Stripped wallpaper half the day. Anyways, it's warming up. We're gonna get the kayaks out. Was there an oil rig or something that blew up in Texas? Oh, there's a whole fucking oil refinery. And I heard it said, and I'm sure this is just coincidence, but I don't have this right, but it's something to the effect of, we said we're going to bomb Iran and did not, and then gave it a reprieve, and then our fucking oil refinery blew up. And this happened again. It happened previously, like 1 year ago, I think to the day, like to the exact fucking date, when Trump was, no, it was when Trump was president last time, something to that effect. The theory is that it's something like Stuxnet, right? We let Stuxnet loose on the world, and it was a virus that we put into Iran's centrifuges, or Israel released it in there, and it overclocked and made their centrifuges explode, right? Thus rendering their enrichment program useless. Now, in doing that, that got out in the world, and it's out in the world loose, and it affects us in a negative manner as well, still to this day. Cleaning out freezers, 48 pounds frozen butter, becoming shelf-stable canned ghee. Yeah, I heard you were doing ghee yesterday. I heard about that. Paco, what up? Hiya, everyone. Missed you guys. Nick, what's up? Second night in a row. Still seeding in the garage. Glad to be here. Still seeding in the garage. I don't know what that... You mean you're planting seeds in the garage? You're starting to put your stuff in? How would drafting illegals work? I hear the Army is removing certain waivers and pushed... I don't know. I just heard it... I just heard something about it earlier. They also are saying that they've raised the age of draft to 42 years of age, and they're giving waivers, so no longer does marijuana usage exclude you from the draft. And I would suspect that they're letting you enlist up to the age of 42, and marijuana is no longer a prohibition. And I believe felon is also off of that list that precluded you. Now, if you want to go in, I'm sure they're going to be like, fuck you, you can't come in. But if they want to draft your ass, I'm sure when they will draft you. Got your BBD bag. It's going to be a nice setup. What are you going to use it for, Paco? What are you thinking, man? What color did you get? That was me on Instagram. Saw the frog rig bundles. Does the frog rig cover more area than it does? It's just as wide, but it's taller. And what that is that's a holdover from the original frog rig that we did in the 2000s, early 2000s, because you had on our original SEAL team frog chest rig, you had 4 mags here, and then you had webbing down here. And that webbing was so you could put frags or smoke grenades upside down, because if you have mags down here and smoke up here, it interferes with the mags. And if you have mags up here and smoke's down here, the mags interfere with the smoke. So the way to do it is just to flip them over upside down. And those are big rigs. Like, we don't push them. When we tell people about them and we do a video, they fly off the shelf. Not like they used to. We used to sell fucking thousands of those things when we were in San Diego. Old school OD green. It's going to be a supply bag. Hold a full-size Glock 4 Mags Medical OC flashlight. Nice. You can triple the capacity of that by adding 4 6x6s or 6x12s or combo. Like, you can really make that a big fucking bag. I'm 41 with one foot on a banana peel and the other in the grave. I've seen you with all them guns. You look like you're fucking fit. I bet you got like a 12-pack. People pay attention when you show them what stuff can do. Yeah, they absolutely. You're right. They absolutely do. Bear Custom Nylon. Hey, what's up? Hey, thanks for answering my questions today. Did we find any? No, I had already ordered some. I've got some coming from offshore right now. When's that chocolate chip supposed to be here? Do we know or we don't know? We got tracking on it like the next day. Added a 6x12 Mystery 9, and it added, oh yeah, it adds tons of room. So the Mystery 9 is basically 2 BBD bags. I think that's right. 6x6 utility multicam Molly Powell's front. I think I have some. I think I have some. Today was good. Dad finally got some sleep. Still waiting on his bed at the heart. That is fucking absolutely insane. Do you recall ever making Brown Man large tool bag? Did we ever do Brown Man large tool bags? Amanda thinks we did. David Goggins, yes, he did, in fact, didn't he? He's going to be a PJ? Is that what I heard? Or is it CCT or PJ, combat controller? Maybe I'm overthinking it, or I'm just an idiot. How do I order an EDC belt for my wife with your sizing? Order a 26 and put in notes what her actual size is. Take some 550 or some webbing or a cloth tape measure and put it right where her belt loops are. Even better, put it through her belt loops, right? Because people fuck that up for some reason. Run it through and give me that actual number. Don't pull it tight. Don't make it super loose. Just give me that actual number in notes. And then once you get your confirmation email, immediately reply to that confirmation email and go, hey, this is the actual size I need in case, because you guys fuck this up. Not whoever I'm talking to right now, but inevitably the customer fucks this up unimaginably, and I don't know why. When you guys put in notes, you have to hit apply or the button, right? And a lot of times guys will put notes out, type them out, not hit apply, and then the notes don't come through. So the surefire way to make that happen is immediately reply to your confirmation email that you're going to get literally as soon as you fucking pay. You're going to get this confirmation email from my website. Every fucking customer gets one. Every time a customer's like, I didn't get that email. Really? Because here's a screenshot of my website showing that the website dispatched that email to your address that you're emailing me from. So check your spam. So just hit reply and put in notes, hey, I ordered a 26-inch belt like you said to. My wife's actual waist size taped is this, right? And then I'm going to look and I'm going to go, hey, yeah, I see that in the notes. Or I'm going to go, hey, you're a fucking retard and I have added this to your notes. I'm sure you're not a retard, though. Maniacal energy from that man. Only David Goggins, yeah. I like the dudes that were like spoofing, like out there, like, but who's gonna carry the boat? And he's out there, just a fat dude, like fucking doing shoulder presses with the tip of a boat. If I join again, Probably be a chaplain assistant. Good, man. Good. Who's going to carry the planes? Yeah, who's going to carry the planes? What?
They just make it so goddamn hard to sign in.
To what? Military will create a platoon. He's no commando. He's the whole unit. Do I think there'll be a draft? Man, I don't know. I'm not still convinced that we're going to go into Iran. But then again, ask yourself, who the fuck am I for you guys to be asking that of? Like, what the fuck? I run a sewing machine, man. I chase fucking cats around. Mad lad.
Be here by April 5th.
By April 5th. The chocolate chip will be here by April 5th. Finally trying the padded H. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Is it more comfortable? It is. Is it necessary? It's not. But what it does do nicely is it is faster to get on and off because the straps don't twist on it. And it will allow you to run a hydro carrier. I think there are a lot of people who would get the draft card and not show up. Sure there is. Look at the problems we had during Vietnam from a non-voluntary fighting force, right? I think that we have enough people, as soon as Israel creates another false flag here in the United States, you'll have a bunch of youngsters ready to show up, you know. And look, and also, you've got a lot of do-nothings right now who have legitimately fucking done nothing, that are going to wake up one morning and go, I'm a do-nothing piece of shit. It is time to have a life change. And that is a surefire way to have that life change. Blew the lint out of my machine and got a fat cloud of straight microplastics in my eye. What are you sewing? Like, what's cause? Are you sewing through plastic or clear vinyl or something? Padded H set is way to go. Even cooler if you're an X harness. The X harnesses are too big, man. Tigris and nylon. You know, I've never used Tigris or Curve. Gonna be a lot of people without jobs soon. Yeah, as soon as AI fucking, you're already seeing people fucking without jobs. But the amount of tension makes the thread shed worse than my cat. You just blow it out with just canned air. Is that what you use? Heard through the grapevine that we may have boots on the ground this weekend. I would suspect that we already do. I saw some stuff late this afternoon. I started seeing all the prepared news readers start talking about 82nd Airborne is on the way. They're in motion, right? Lots of corporate lawyers getting burned by AI. Yeah, doctors too. Have a shotgun rig, lever gun rig, P90 rig, and micro rig. Probably end up with an 8. Oh, got it. You're going to like those, man. You're going to like those. 827,000 acres burnt in Nebraska, and no one's fucking talking about it. Like, it is not mainstream. It is not headline. I don't know. I haven't checked Iran, Israel in a minute. But last I checked, Tel Aviv was getting fucking pummeled. Yeah, they've closed the Temple on the Mount, or, you know, whatever those popular areas that Christians like to go to, and then it's going to be closed. They're saying they've closed, and it's going to be closed still for Easter, I guess they're saying. Are they sending troops to contain and get rid of plutonium? No, of course we're not. The weapons of mass destruction, just like the babies in the incubators. There's babies in the incubators. Stacked rig and rig are my favorites. Stacked micro. We have, I've got some stacked micros right now, and I have some 8 mag stacks right now. Haven't heard. Hey Scott, what's up? Haven't heard anything about the Nebraska fire. Yeah, it's fucking out. It is insane too, and you're not hearing about it, right? Which is very. Why are we not hearing about it? Probably because it's in fucking Nebraska. Got your ret today. Gonna start on Sunday. Why are you waiting until Sunday?
Tell me you should do it Saturday night.
You should do it Saturday night. Why?
Well, because then if he has any nausea.
Oh yeah, do it at nighttime because if you have any nausea, and you can adjust the dosage that way. What color's the micro rig? Hey, go see what stack micros. We got multicam, I'm sure, right?
Stacked microwave?
Yeah.
Woodland, I think.
Keep the news off and walk in circle. You'll be happier. You'll probably get a lot more done. A U.S. refinery is on. That was in Texas. Yeah, like blew the fuck up that refinery. Thanks for making bomb-proof gear last decade. Storm and Norman, what's up, dude?
You have Woodland, Elman.
Woodland. I have Woodland stacked micros, like a stack of them, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you see that cat?
No.
It just ran up with all 4 feet and flying through the air trying to grab your leg. That thing is out of control. Imagine if that fucking cat was like 100 pounds. It could be domestic terror. It could be. Look, anything could be fucking anything. And you should just automatically assume whatever they're telling you is, it's not what they're saying. DHS secretary has cauliflower ear. That's my kind of politician. Is that the dude? Is that the dude that told the Teamster guy, "Hey, you keep talking shit. We can fight right here. We can just get it on right now." It's war, not terror. Who controls the narrative? Who does, right? It's the newsreaders. They get that script, man. When you hear. If you go and I mean, look at Officer Tatum, right? Talmud Tatum. Look at Tatum. Look at Tim Pool. Look at, look at almost any of them other than maybe Candace Owens and fucking Tucker Carlson, right? They seem to really hate those two right now. They're all saying the same shit. David Icke used to put these things together where he would just show fucking hundreds of different news channels literally saying the exact same thing about fucking thousands of different topics. Yeah, society is a circus. The fire was caused by a fight at the Waffle House. How about are you guys aware that a fucking is it a 747? That a passenger liner hit a fire truck while landing, killed everybody in the cockpit, and injured or killed some more of the like you guys saw this, right? The whole fucking front end of the plane is smashed up, like gone. Reacher actor kicked his neighbor's ass, not sure why. So the first narrative was that because he's a crazy liberal, right? And it does appear that the dude who got his ass kicked does have a MAGA hat, or what appears to be, sitting in his office while giving a interview. Now that dude did a interview with a news station or something, and he did in fact say, the neighbor said, I was yelling at him, I pushed him the first time, pushed him again, and the dude's like, are you fucking crazy? And when I pushed him the second time, Jack Reacher whipped his ass, and he's like he did beat me up. Like the dude was pretty cool about it. There doesn't seem to be any charges filed. I know Reacher's supposed to be crazy gun snatcher, says that any Christian should hate Trump and whatever. But he does seem to be in the right in beating up his neighbor. Waffle House employee deters hostile customers with flamethrower. There's a Waffle House. If you go to the Waffle House in Atlanta, there's a motherfucker still working there right now, smoking a cigarette in the kitchen, like over the griddles. One of the flight attendants got thrown 300 feet, strapped in her seat, and survived. That's fucking wild. So the seat ejected at LaGuardia crazy. Air traffic control said, yeah, I was listening to it last night. A lot of the problems you're having at the airport are said to be not only DEI, but like liberals. They are causing these problems on purpose. Smaller jet that hit the fire truck. Air traffic control gave the fire truck permission. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I didn't know it was a smaller. It looks like a fucking big ass airplane. Air traffic control had to keep working for 20 minutes till someone could replace him. All she had was a broken. That's fucking wild. God bless Iran. Mark MCW, are you actually in Iran? If not, you should head to Iran right now. Fire truck was going to another plane with strange smell. Yes, that is exactly what I heard. When you guys make the free gear for promos, do you usually make extra and put them on quick ship? No, sometimes, very rarely, man.
We hardly ever have extra.
My brother-in-law wants to get in on the bandolier because I'm not sharing. No, probably not. You thought it was a DC-10. Yeah, I thought it was a big fucking plane, man. ICE in airports making delay 4 to 5 hours longer. I've not heard that. I've not seen that. I've actually not seen any reporting to that either.
Oh yeah, ICE is in the airport.
But I haven't heard they're making it longer. Plane looks like an MD-90. Are those big planes? I don't know, guys. I know 747. And 636, isn't that what all the Southwest planes were? Something like that. It was a medium plane, not a jumbo, not a 6-seater. Got it.
Can you not step on the
Guys, if you're members, there is a post up for you guys to ask your questions and comments. We will do the Pulling the Thread podcast tomorrow, and then we will make the members video. Assemble the Army shirt arrived today. It's badass. I very much like it. I'm wearing it under this right now. Vinny's, what's up? All we have here are B-52s. Those are cool, dude. It's in my opinion Trump's fault from what I've seen. They gutted the funding. Air traffic control has got to be one of the most stressful jobs. A whole bunch quit because they weren't getting paid. Trump dropped the ball. Maybe. How about all the DEI hires prior to Trump even being there? Maybe. I'm not flying. I haven't fucking flown in a long time. I have no fucking intention to fly. If I do, it'll be private, and then we won't have any of these fucking problems. I can drive about anywhere I want to go. Flying is insane. I'm with you. Gas is $4.30 a gallon here. Is that elevated? Is that more than normal? The jet was a Canada CRJ 900. Do any of you know what that is? A CRJ 900? Yes, gas was like $3.20 here like a month ago. Got it. I haven't bought gas in 2 months. What do you do? Do you don't drive anywhere? Bear has been saying for a long time not to get on a plane. Yeah, he also says don't get on the train car, don't get on the bus. Rather not be in a tube in the sky with a bunch of assholes. Yeah, that's a good point. It's almost like what are those cruises called? Is it the Princess Line cruise? It's like that. I've been seeing a lot of people in the U.S. YouTubers finding decommissioned missile sites everywhere with construction stuff sitting on top of them. I've been seeing a lot of people in the U.S. YouTubers finding decommissioned missile sites with construction stuff. So what do you think that means? Like just people have bought those and then were excited, started working on them, and they're like, we've bit off a lot more than we can chew? Or what do you think that means? I've not seen that. You don't become air traffic controller and be DEI. I'm sure DEI infiltrated other parts of aviation, but not air traffic control. I hear what you're saying, John, but that's not what was being reported for. And I haven't heard anything more. But since that he, she, or female Black Hawk pilot that hit the airplane over DC, which turned out she was a tranny, right? That's when they were really talking about all the DEI shit. And then I haven't heard anything more about air traffic control shit. I'm completely surrounded by 250 ICBMs. Last month, we went to Florida for vacation. My girl wanted to fly. I said no, drive 1,000 miles straight through there. And plus, man, I mean, look how many times flights have been fucking canceled. I mean, look at that shit in Denver last week. Like, the whole fucking all the power was out at the airport. I mean, short of a couple of circumstances, you can always get in a truck and drive home if you've got your vehicle with you. Plus, you can carry shit that you can't take on the plane. Construction costs have been up since COVID, and the inflation on top of it. I wouldn't be surprised if private bunkers ran short. Yeah. I mean, a lot of dudes will be super moto on that, right? They get some kind of financing, or they get somebody that owns the thing to let them have it. They go out there, start working on it, thinking they're going to build a huge YouTube channel around it, and then come to realize that no money comes from fucking YouTube for a long, long fucking time. Could be some of that. Airline travel is a humiliation ritual. It does look like it. Selling decommissioned nuclear bunkers near me. Yeah, everywhere. All over the place. There's some good YouTube channels of guys that have done that. Yeah, the silos get full of, exactly. They get fucking full of water. Which means the 3 levels up top that are not full of water are fucking completely humid. Turn their tickets and then hired a private jet. Yeah. You're telling me I shouldn't bank on YouTube being my retirement plan. I don't know. How is your YouTube? Do you actually have YouTube? Cream of the crop, hard thing to accomplish. Got it. Favorite thing about northern Wisconsin? No geopolitical value. Just that's because you don't see any goddamn human beings in the fucking day. Who you gonna go talk to? Have you ever heard of LARP? LARP, War of the Barons. Have you heard of that? You know what I'm talking about? John is the cook that doesn't eat at the restaurant. Crack a safe. No, I've never. I mean, I've seen it in movies and shit, and I watched some of the guys when Liberty Safe gave all the FBI the backdoor code to all those safes. Videos were coming up talking about which safes were the best and which were the most secure. So I watched some of those videos, but no, I don't know anything about safe cracking. I've been in federal prison, and I don't recall ever meeting any safe crackers either. They removed live nuclear weapons from silos here to clean the convoys of crazy. I'll bet. North Park, South Dakota. Hundreds get together in Balboa Park to LARP on Saturday. My wife and I just sit on the lawn chairs. Is that like foam swords? Because what I'm talking about is actual like swords and armor and all that shit. I was watching a dude. He's got a YouTube channel. They were at Pennhurst. asylum. And this dude didn't really, he's like, I don't believe in ghosts at all. And they brought a bunch of people. And by the time the thing was over, he's like, there's fucking ghosts. Anyways, he was talking about, he has a couple other YouTube channels. And one of his YouTube channels, him and this guy went to LARP or whatever. And I know what LARPing is, you know, from that movie. I can't remember what the movie was where they had all the LARPers in there. But what these guys are talking about is basically like melee. There's dudes with fucking swords and armor, and they're beating the piss out of each other. I had it up here. There's a company that makes armor. And I don't seem to, it's not here any longer on my, yeah, Role Models. That was a fucking great movie, wasn't it? When I was in the Army back in 2009, it was 42 as well. Loads of older guys signed up for the 88 mic bonus. Oh, good info. I didn't know that. It was presented, I think Tim Pool said it today, as though it was a brand new thing. I need to watch War Games. Yeah, that's a fucking, I'm surprised they haven't remade War Games. They'd fuck it up. It'd be a tranny. Or a chick with, it'd be some dude with fucking tits or something. Read Morals and Dogma by Albert Pike. One big thing he thought was all religions are equal and the same. Very odd that our Constitution agrees. Feel as if the Freemasons are the problem. Interesting. Trump erected a new Christopher Columbus statue in D.C. to piss. I'll bet he did. Recruit for World War III, yeah. Cut 2 old pecan trees down. Planted some fruit trees. Nice. Nice. Are you going to use those for firewood? Is pecan good for firewood, or is that more like for smoking? A bunch of times through the years, I think it was 42 until 2016. Good info, man. Good info. Cordless angle grinders is the fastest safeguard. Are they done back? Fuck no, they're not done, man. They were up there last Wednesday with a hay spreader, putting round bales and fucking shooting hay bales all over the edge of the cliff. So I'm guessing they're worried about erosion. What that tells me is they're not planning on cutting that motherfucker forever. There's a crane across the street, like a really big fucking crane. I don't know what they're doing with that. Pecans are a member of the hickory family, good for smoking meat. Mobile grill in the backyard, nice. Is this war right? I don't know, man. I agree about cordless angle grinders. However, she wants to keep the safe intact and avoid locksmithing. We do have a stethoscope, though. Man, I'll bet you there's a video. You put that model number and how to crack this safe in YouTube. I'll bet there's some dude making a video about it. 32 built 32 Mag pouches today with the help of my employee, just snipping the threads of chains of them. Is that a mag that holds all different kinds of mags? Is what that is? Probably for pylons. Yeah, they're running. I don't know how big around it is. I'd say it's 4 foot. If it's probably 4 feet tall off the ground, so like a 4 feet concrete pipe. I think because they got to run a new water line from the water treatment plant over. So I think that's what they're putting in, and that's probably what those cranes are for, or pylons, like you said. Other than material prep, that's all I've got him doing until Juki 2 gets acquired. Does he have an interest in this shit? You're about to create a competitor. Locksmith will have a code to use the company to get right in. Love the YouTubers who buy storage units with safes and are amazed they can't break into them with a hammer and a box cutter. Some of them, the easiest way in the safe is through the back. And if they have different types of metal, right, because they'll dissipate heat when you torch cut them, you need dissimilar metals. Like there's something to safes. Even if you have no interest in cracking safes, just watching some videos on the difference between $1,000 safe and a $10,000 safe will really educate you. You will have an appreciation for why better safes cost more money. Do I feed the chickens and ducks the same feed? I do. Yeah, I absolutely do. And they get all the table scraps. Do you have any fire towers in the area? There used to be a fire tower here. I don't know if it's still here. There's quite a few in East Tennessee. There's still some active fire towers around, but they don't really use fire towers anymore. Now you can just like use them as you can book them as a campsite, most of them. TL15 or TL30. Is that a rating, Okie? I rescued 4 ducks and the turned out to be all males, so no eggs. Isn't that? I've had that happen, man. I'll buy 100 chickens and fucking 60 of them will be roosters. Graduated high school with him and worked a sales job with him after. Quick learner. Seems to be into it so far. Only part-time for now, working a landscaping job. Oh, that'll be good, man. I mean, unless it's his landscaping job, but he's gonna like that air-conditioned fucking and heated building. Grafunder makes a good save. I've never even heard of him, man. If Iran stops being a terror threat to the U.S. and the U.S. bases in the region, if the oil comes to the U.S. and less or not to Russia and China, if the rest of the world decided not to fuck around and find out. Fort Knox safe, and she forgot her dial combination. Don't ask me how. Man, I'll bet it's written down somewhere if she calls that fucking company, if she can sweet talk them. The emus are great, Taka. They're awesome. TL30 takes a professional 30 minutes to get in with tools. Got it. Call the manufacturer. There we go. Quickest way to get into a locked snap-on or similar toolbox is just flip it over. Wild looking dude at Harbor Freight Saturday buying a shop creeper and a Bauer reciprocating saw. I wonder how many, yeah, catalytic converters. That's exactly what I was thinking as you were saying that. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a weird combo he was getting. Do you shear? No, I have hair sheep. We don't have to shear them. Wool sheep put like 75% of their energy into producing wool. You also have fly strike with those. You've got to dock their tails, because if you don't, when they shit, it gets stuck in the wool, and then the maggots lay in there and they eat the ass end of the sheep out. You don't have any of those problems with hair sheep. So like St. Croix, Katahdin, there's a bunch of them, but can you milk sheep? Apparently you can, but they're not as good for milking as goats are. Pretty sure you got a fire tower on the west side of town by the land. You're right. That is where it would be, if memory serves. The guy I cut trees with retired from the Forest Service. Yeah, there's one out there somewhere. Go try it. Yeah, you want the ones with the big nut sack if you're gonna milk sheep. Gold leader, what's up? Girl that works here, her mom just had 40. They had 40 lambs, I think she said. And they got goats that are about to drop. All good here, Gold Leader. Good topic of discussion my kids came up with. What's more important in a war, knowledge or power? Then my other son said money. What says the chat? I ate lamb as a kid. I'm never doing that shit again. Why? I like, man, Josh used to make lamb chops that were incredible. Comments are getting deleted by YouTube. I see this one. Gamey, huh? Man, I like lamb when I order it at a nice restaurant. If they have lamb chops and they're like lollipopped. Rack of lamb with mint. Yep. Can't do any fish. That's all right. You don't, yeah. Aldi's has pre-seasoned lamb chops that you just toss in on the stove or on the grill. Lamb is sweet to me, not gamey. I think it depends on, what they ate. Katahdins are great. We have 13 and 6 are about to pop lambs. Keep moving them every few days. Protect them from coyotes and bears. Build a half-ass chute. Yep, so that you can catch them. But they'll chase around a pitcher with fucking gravel in it if they think they're getting fed sweet feed or something. Wild bears? No, we don't have any bears. You'll have some local that'll swear there's a bear, but there's never a photo of it. Last bear seen here was in like early 90s. Not to say there won't be. I mean, pigs are kind of heading this way too. Luckily, we don't have pigs here yet either. We do have mountain lions. I've not seen one, but they keep popping up. But if you got big dogs, if you got fences big enough to keep dogs in and you have big dogs, you won't have cat or bear problems. Coast of Australia, we had fresh fish and lots of lamb. I'll bet. Really want a brand new Volvo VNL semi. Armadillos have been here. They've been here since day one. We've had for the 20 years I've lived here, we've had armadillos. Australia's on fire. 3 days later, called me crying she can't find her cat. My mom sent a video of a bear on her trail. Oh. Chupacabra? Yeah, we definitely have goat suckers. Land Between the Lakes is where the fucking all the dogmen shit is. Florida Panthers are the ghosts of the Everglades. Yeah, we have those are the black ones, right? We have one 45 minutes from here that has shown up every couple years on a game camera. Grizzlies, coastal browns, polars are the only ones to really, yeah, those are big, and we do not have those here. If you go to East Tennessee, you'll see some, black bears, which will bite people, mostly dumb people. What are you showing me? That helmet stand?
Yeah, it's for your hearing front.
Yeah. The helmet looks pretty shitty though.
Well, it's 3D printed.
But that particular one looks like shit. Had someone donate 200 insulin syringes to me at the vet's office. Gave me so much more hope in humanity. Just a good day. Right on. If you castrate the lambs when they are young, you minimize the gaminess. Yeah, because the testosterone production. Is the world really on fire, or is it just we have a 24-hour news cycle? Heard there's been a few Bigfoot sightings in different... Yeah, we get them here, man. We have Bigfoot hunter groups and all kinds of shit here. Dogmen, like Land Between the Lakes is well known for dogman and cryptid stuff. Largest bear population in the state of Florida behind my house in Ocala National Forest, and they never come on our property. They are very docile. Cool. There's a Bigfoot festival here. There's a Bigfoot festival where Brandel lives every year, a massive one. For those of us in an urban environment, what chest rig do you think? Well, that's up to you. And your training, right? What are you trained for? What have you trained for? And what gun do you plan to carry? I would assume it's an AR-15. So you could go stacked micro if you want real compact. It's 11 inches across, holds 4 mags, and gives you dedicated medical. You could go normal micro, which gives you 4 mags, utility pocket, which you could use for medical, but then you can do other shit with it. And both those rigs will do AK. Or you could go bigger rig with a 6 mag stacked or an 8 mag stacked, which gives you much more real estate. But you're not going to put that rig, you're not going to put one of those big rigs under a windbreaker. Well, you can put it under a windbreaker, but you're not going to put it under, you know, like a hoodie or something, or a flannel. Rallyman vest. Large bear population down here. Ocala, isn't that where Angry American lives over there? I wouldn't go cop rig, because the cop rig at most is going to carry only 3 M4 mags, whereas the others you can scale more. NSW is a big rig. Would I say smaller rig is better? No, I would not. I wouldn't necessarily say that. It's 2 different applications. A small compact rig is nice because you can have it. It's nice until it comes time to shoot. And if it comes time to shoot, you're never going to wish you had fewer mags. You can run concealed, but once the shooting starts, and especially if we're talking urban environment, right? You're talking without rule of law. You're not just talking breaking contact. You're going to have multiple contacts in a urban environment like that. Yeah, and you need a day pack. You could run a small rig with a day pack and then replenish or something. Someone puts up Bigfoot silhouettes all over. Yeah, and people shoot at them. Some of them have reflectors for eyes. Trying to find a community to train with. I would seek training outside of the community. Go get some proper training. Never had the opportunity. No, I've never had bear either. Never had bear. About the extent I know about eating bear is just what I've heard Rogan say a few times. Please donate to our greatest ally, Israel. Yeah. The Israeli Revenue Agency. Israeli Revenue Service. Yeah, don't undercook bear because it has trichinosis. Micro dangler duty belt loaded to fit in a backpack. Yep. Ever mess with the clear plastic face Velcro backed pouches for the inside of backpacks? No, the plastic always eventually fails. That's why we've always just stayed with the mesh. Eventually that plastic is going to crack or fail. That's why the Navy didn't go for that when we built the backpacks. And something's always going to happen to it. It'll turn fucking yellow depending what you set next to it. Something always happens to the clear. DFW, what's up? horse burger. I would totally order horse if I was someplace where it was on the menu. Didn't Obama make it legal to serve horse here in the United States? Or something to that effect. Kangaroo, you don't see that very often here either. Put another roo on the Barbie. Those are Fupa XL pieces right there, it looks like. These are fanny packs and Fupas, all of these. Bear I tasted was in a chili. Lots of spices to make the game, to mask the game. Has a bitter taste. I would suspect that's how what it was eating at the time, or how it was prepared. Angry American lives in Umatilla, that's it, which is on the southern border of Ocala Forest. I live on the northern side, Oklawa. Beautiful country down here. Got it. Yeah, Angry Pepper's been here a few times, actually. I've got a couple podcasts where we sat down in the studio. Can you drink too many aminos in one day? I had a gallon of grape amino today. Feel fine. I don't know. I mean, anything you're passing through your kidneys maybe, but I mean, I'm sure there are points in time where I have drinking way too many aminos. There's a bunch of Rally Mans with pistols right there. Zebra. Never had zebra either. Zebra is just fancy horse. Yeah, I suppose it is, isn't it? So 8 mag stack then is the way to go. John, I can't answer that for you, man. 8 mag stacked is great until you need to be walking around with it where you can't walk around with something that big. It's like what vehicle do I buy? Well, I don't know. Ideally, if you want a car, you probably also own a truck or an SUV. Otherwise, if you move stuff, you're gonna have to have a trailer, right? It's nice to have an SUV and a truck. Powell's Micro, but your guys aren't gonna change that shit. Once you set that thing up, you're not gonna, every weekend you go out, you're not gonna pull your shit apart and then move it around. Everybody wanted modular equipment until they had modular equipment. If you ever got the meatballs at IKEA, you've had horse. I'm pretty sure I've had the meatballs at IKEA. Yeah, Chris's mom is Jose's neighbor. Need to get a truck at some point, drive a sedan. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here. We're going to do a bunch of recording tomorrow. Everybody will be here, so we will see you guys tomorrow night. Rifle? Oh, I always have rifle slings ready to go. Yeah, always. Single points, 2 points, always got rifle slings. There's always some color that we're out of or short on, but we always have rifle slings. These are singles right here. These are singles. These are 2 points. These are 2 points. These are convertibles. These are convertibles. Josh, what's up, man? Any of the multicam go towards spent mag pouches? I don't know the answer to that. There is multicam stuff cut all over the place. Yeah, yeah, we do have the Spikes collab. We have all those colored slings. I don't know where that bin's at. Here it is. Somebody was asking what that Nerf gun, the Nerf rig, looked like. It looks like that. And then here's all those. There's only a few of them left. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night.